Opinion. Today I'm reviewing Westport Country Playhouse's production of The 39 Steps, adapted by Pacek Barlow from the novel by John Buchan, the movie by Alfred Hitchcock, and an original concept by Simon Corble and Nobby Dimon. It is directed by Mark Shanahan and running at the Playhouse through November 9th at 25 Powers Court in Westport, Connecticut. You don't have to race across Scotland and back to support the show. Just jump on over to my Patreon page where you can, for as little as $1 a month, support my work here as well as my classic cinema podcast, Yesterday's Matinee. The latest episode on George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead is available for patrons only. There are also retro reviews and the occasional restaurant review and poll to participate in. Thank you to my current patrons, especially my Neo and Hamilton tier patrons, and welcome to the new ones. A link will be in the description. I am a big Hitchcock fan. Aside from Steven Spielberg, I've seen more films by him than any other director, including the 1935, not quite classic, The 39 Steps. This was one of Hitchcock's more successful films that he made when he was making films in Europe before his move to the United States, and was one of the big influences on his future move to Hollywood. The film version is a suspense thriller about a man, Richard Hannay, played by Robert Donat, being wrongfully accused of murder and going on a trek across the United Kingdom and back to clear his name. The stage adaptation is essentially the same story, but presented in a screwball comedic fashion, full of silly sight gags and tongue-in-cheek humor, with nods to other Hitchcock films, like when Annabella Smith, one of the several female roles played by Sharone Sayegh, tells Richard, here played by Joe Delafield, to sneak out of his flat through the, quote, rear window, with a beat left for the audience to get the reference to the Hitchcock classic. That's what this play is, a campy screwball comedy stuffed with enough metatextual humor and sight gags to make Monty Python proud. So this is a comedy that, if this is your thing, you're going to love it. If this isn't your style of humor, you may want to pass on it. It'd be a shame if you did, though, as director Shanahan and his team have put together a delightfully produced comedy. Considering the play starts off at a vaudeville theater, James J. Fenton does something similar to what Goodspeed did recently with their production of The Mystery of Edmund Drood, having two box seats feel like extensions to the balcony of the theater. It helps add to the vaudevillian style of humor that much of the show has by making the play feel more like the performances are period, beyond just the story being a period piece. This particularly works with Clown 1 and Clown 2, played by Seth Andrew Bridges and Evan Zess, respectively, as they play the various supporting roles. They play into the ridiculousness of the quick changes that happen, particularly where they're going back and forth as Scottish innkeepers and detectives searching for Richard. It's all played for laughs, and delightfully so. While Andrew Bridges and Zess's characters are designed to play up the laughs, Delafield and Sayegh are the straight pair. Delafield in particular plays the role of Richard with the air of proper British propriety, doing his best to keep a stiff upper lip through all the chaos that ensues around him. All four actors are wonderful and balance their parts just right, so nothing feels forced, letting the wit of Barlow's dialogue and the zany direction of Shanahan speak for itself without ignoring the necessary mystery of the murder in question. Westport's production of The 39 Steps is a delightfully silly, zany show. There may be some where this isn't your kind of humor, and that's okay, but for everyone else, this should be a great evening of theater. But I am only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you'd like to see The 39 Steps, I'll leave a link in the description where you can get tickets. Also in the description will be links to my Patreon, Spotify, and social media pages where you can follow and support my work. You can also support me by liking and sharing this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. I'm going to be taking a couple weeks off so I can write my term papers for grad school, but I should be back around mid-November with a review for the new Broadway show, Maybe Happy Ending. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.